Hi, my name is Scott Moore. I'm the owner of Bellevue Fine Art Production. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to stretch a canvas with colored edges, or with colored edges, so that you really need to line up the canvas exactly with the frame. You can't have any overlap. The image really needs to be right up against the edge. So we need to do this perfectly. I'm going to do this in real time, so the video is being done in real time, so you can see how quickly one of these can be done and how fast it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on the table right here. Oh, first I'm going to start. I'm going to tell you what I have. I have a staple gun here. I have a canvas. I have a frame. I have pliers. I have 2 screws and eye hooks to put the wire on when we're done. I have a little flathead screwdriver to pry out staples if I misstaple them, and I have a little tiny baby hammer to hammer in the staples if they don't go in right. So starting off here, what I do is I'm going to lay the canvas down, face down, and I'm going to look at the edges here, and I want to see where I can just barely see the color. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to pull the canvas towards me till I just barely see the color of the face of the canvas. And do it on this side so that I make sure, I'm not going to worry about that side, that they're all lined up. Now, I'm going to check one more time, and right here in the middle, I'm going to put a staple in the middle. I'm going to flip this around, and then I'm going to lift up the canvas, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the color. Now this one's hard because it's got a dark face, but I'm going to line this up and make sure it's exactly lined up, and my corner goes corner to corner. My corner here is right on the corner, so that all my corners are perfectly lined up. Once I do that, I'm going to take the pliers and tighten that. Boom! Now we have one in the middle. You might see a little bit of a bulge right here in the middle, and that is just fine. That's what we want. We want that canvas nice and taut. It's going to be tight like a drum. Now, on the next one, I'm going to do it again with my hand, and I'm going to pull. What I'm doing is kind of positioning this canvas once again, just to make sure the corners are exactly lined up. And I'm going to pull that tight. Boom. I'm going to flip it around, do the same thing, make sure my corners are lined up, and tighten it up. Now we do have a little bit of bulges in the middle, and that's just fine. Those will come out as we work our way through the corners. Now the idea is that what you do is you work your way to the corners. Shoot this way and that way. So I'm going to tighten this up, pull this a little bit until I see color from the face. Stick. I'm going to do this again, and what I'm doing is I'm pulling it tight, but I also am looking for that little strip of color that shows the face of the canvas, so that it's just perfect. I don't have color going over the sides. I don't have the color of the sides going onto the face of the canvas. Now I'm working this way and then to this way, and I'm not going to pull this very tight because my other side is still loose, and when I pulled it tight I saw the color really coming around. So what I'm going to do is pull it tight this way. Now this way. Now I'm sure that, there we go. Now as I pull this and I just start to see the color from the face come around the side, it gets really taut. It's really tight right now. And put in a couple of staples. Now I'm ready to do the ends. Okay, once again I've pulled this tight. You just see the color of the face coming around the side. And I'm going to do that this way. Again. Okay. Now, when you're getting ready to do the corners, it's best so that the fold that you make is on the top and the bottom of the canvas and not on the sides, so that when it's hanging you really don't see the fold. So since this is a vertical canvas, I'm going to put the fold this way. Okay. And my corners are ready to go. And again, I'm going to flip it around and do it this way. Now, as I'm flipping it around, you notice I don't have any carpet or anything on the table, so I'm very careful as I pick that up not to drag it across the table. So I'm lifting, picking up, lifting, and then there's really no need to have a carpeted table or soft table. Okay? Little staple right there didn't go all the way in. Boom. Okay. That's what that hammer is for. And again on this side, just checking make sure that color is right there. And now I'm ready to do this. Get the cutting edges. Okay. Okay. And this. Okay. Now I'm going to check. Sure enough, tight as a drum. It sounds good. I'm ready to do the corners. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to do the corners. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this just like gift wrapping here, and I'm making this nice little crease. And all that I really need that crease for is just so that when I unfold it, it shows me where to cut. And I'm going to cut this. I'm going to leave just about 1/4 of an inch maybe that way, and 1/4 of an inch this way. And I'm going to create this little fold right here. Fold over itself. So you barely have any bulge on the canvas. Okay? There's a little tiny bulge, but that's going to be on the top and the bottom of the canvas. So when you hang it on the wall, it won't really show. Pull that tight once again, and staple. You'll also notice that I've folded that in so that when it's hanging on the wall, you don't see this flap hanging over the edge. We'll do that again. We're going to repeat that 4 times so that if you're watching this video, you'll have ample opportunity to see. Okay, so for the second corner, once again, what we're going to do is we're going to cut that like that. We're leaving just about 1/4 of an inch. There's barely any bulge. I'm going to pull that tight, pull that taut right here. I'm going to fold this over again so that it's a diagonal, so it doesn't hang over the side. And our first 2 corners are done. Next 2 corners will be very quick, just like the first 2. Okay, and again, little cut, leaving just enough overlap. And pull that nice and tight. Now, if you don't have really strong hands, like I do, I have very strong hands, I have big hands. Just pull that tight with your pliers. Now, I'll do that one more time on our last corner. That out of the way. And okay. And again, I'm going to pull this taut with the pliers. Now, I'm using my pliers upside down, and the reason I'm going to tell you that in the video is that one of my other videos, people give me quite a bit of shit on the internet for doing it upside down. But there's a reason for that. It actually works really well because it keeps it close to the canvas. There. And now, canvas has been completely stretched. Hooks. So what I'm doing is putting a little dot here at 6 inches. You want to go about 1/4 of the way down on a canvas when you're putting on the wire. And put on these little eye hooks. Just takes a second here with my drill. And another one right here. Now once again, we're doing this video in real time. So if you're wondering how fast, how long does it take to do one of these, you're seeing it right here. It takes under 10 minutes for me to do an 18 by 24 canvas. Now that I've got that around the eye hook, I'm going to start wrapping this. I'm going to wrap, and I usually do about 8 to 10 wraps around. So I've got a nice tight little coil, and then pull a little knot there, and we do it. Now on the second one, what I do is I leave myself a little bit of wire to work with. Same thing, pull it tight, run it through the eye hook a second time, and through like you're pulling a little knot, and then wrap that around that wire, making a nice tight little coil so it looks nice and neat. And the very last time, pull it through, make a knot, and we're done. And there you have a finished stretched giclee canvas with colored edges. You can see it's right up perfect along the edge on all sides, and it's taut Done. Under 10 minutes.